A very good morning to everyone. Welcome to this much anticipated opening game of Abu Dhabi Women's T20 2025, where we are about to witness some electrifying cricket action. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the excitement is palpable as we kick off this thrilling tournament that we celebrate the very best in women's cricket. We're in for a treat as it's the opening game. Tasmanian Tigers will take on Yorkshire, and what promises to be an unforgettable match with world-class talent on display, high-stakes competition, and the spirits of the game in the air. There's no better place to be here with us today. We've got no time to waste. We've got Asghar Khan down in the center with the two captains and the match referee for the all-important toss.
It's bright and sunny morning here at Tolerance Oval here in Abu Dhabi. We are all set for the opening game of Abu Dhabi Women's T20. It's Yorkshire taking on Tasmanian Tigers. I've got the two captains, and the honourable match referee is Mr. Nadeem Anjum, the home team captain from Tasmania. Please flip the coin. Heads is the call. It's gone a long way.
Is that a head? It's a
Yorkshire, many congratulations on winning the toss. What's the decision?
Yeah, we're going to have a bowl first.
Any particular reason for bowling first?
I just think if there's a bit in it for the bowlers, under the surface, it's still a little bit damp. So I think first thing, just get out there. We're a pretty young group as well, so just get out there as a collective and get that nervous energy out straight away.
What do you reckon is a par score on this track?
I've got absolutely no idea. I know the surfaces are usually pretty good out here, but yeah, we'll assess pretty early on, see what's in it in the power play, and go from there.
Go well, give us a good game.
Thank you.
Lost the toss, batting first. What you would have done if you won the toss?
Yeah, we probably would have had a bowl. I don't think it's really matters, to be honest. It looks like a really good surface, nice quick outfield. So looking forward to seeing what our openers make of the conditions, and obviously setting a really good total.
What you think is a good total on the surface, coming all the way from Australia?
I think it's a really good question. I feel like the conditions outside of the wicket, obviously we'll have to assess the wicket, but in terms of the outfield, it looks really good. So I'm thinking sort of like that 170 plus. But in saying that, we'll just have to assess what's in front of us and then make our judgments after that.
Go well, give us a great game.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thank you. The news from the centre, Yorkshire winning the toss and they've decided to bowl first.
Well, thank you very much, Asghar Khan. So the news and the confirmation coming in from the centre is that the captain of Yorkshire, Lauren Winfield-Hill, winning the toss, and she had absolutely no hesitations to be bowling first. Let's quickly have a look at the playing 11 of Tasmanian Tigers. It's going to be Julia Kavanagh, Ava Curtis, Elise Villani, Tabata Sawil, Lauren Smith, Callie Wilson, Ruth Johnston, Rachel Trenaman, Macy Gibson, Naomi Stallingerb, Emma Mannix-Gibbs. So it's quite a formidable balanced side led by Elise Villani. She's got loads of experience on her shoulders. So they will be coming in with a lot of confidence in this opening game and would want to start off this tournament with a victory to their name. Yeah, another very talented playing 11 of Yorkshire, starting off with Amy Campbell, Ria Fackrell, Holly Gorton, Beth Langston, Amelia Love, Clicia Pollard, Crane Thomas, Maddie Ward, Lauren Winfield-Hill leading from the front, Rebecca Duckworth, and Stair Callis. So this is going to be one interesting battle between two very talented sides. Of course, one from Australia and one, of course, from England. Two very, very well-known, renowned sides are going to take on in this opening game of Abu Dhabi Women's T20 2025, and we're expecting to have plenty of chills and thrills as the captain winning the toss and bowling first. That's a good delivery. Straight onto the stumps, right on the money. And it's going to be the wicketkeeper, Emma Mannix-Gibbs, on strike alongside Tabata Sawil. So two formidable openers will look to utilize the power play to their advantage, at least get somewhere around 40-45 runs. That's a good score they would want to put. Oh, that's close. That's very, very close. And given she was under a lot of trouble the moment it struck on her pads, and this is a brilliant start to say the least. Lovely delivery, pitched in line, just hint of movement, and that was enough to deceive Emma Mannix gives. And that's a solid departure. She's just walked in the middle and it's going to be an early departure for her. She goes, not disturbing the scorers. That's a big blow for Team Tasmanian Tigers. They lose their first wicket. It's 0 for 1. So what a start here for Beth Langston. Straight away on his second delivery, she's picked up an important wicket, and that is a perfect start for Team Yorkshire. They've got a slip in play, so showing that aggressive intent straight away. Oh, beautifully bowled once again. She's certainly getting that ball to jag in sharply towards the right-handers. And it's that kind of a wicket where the ball doesn't tend to really rise much. It stays onto your knee roll level, and that's where the batters, they'll have to be slightly careful and ensure they play with a straighter bat, not to go across the line. And so far, Beth Langston, she's doing a fine job, just keeping things simple. And that's what you want, especially when you're bowling with the new ball. You just pitch the ball up and try to extract any kind of early assistance from this fresh wicket. The captain of Yorkshire, Laura Winfield-Hill, during the toss, she said she's not too sure how much she wants to restrict on this track, because it's a fresh track. They haven't played any game as of now. That's a brilliant shot. Lovely stroke. Just getting the front foot forward and just timing it. Will get off the mark with a couple of runs. Rachel Tranneman, she's walked in the middle where the team is already one down. And that was a big blow already, losing an important wicket. Emma Mannix at Judge LBW. Yeah, that's going to be a wide. But I really like the length which Beth Langston, she's bowling at the moment. These are the teasing lengths which at times we've seen more often than not on this surface here in the Tolerance Oval Abu Dhabi. The ball does tend to keep slightly low, and that's where you do become a victim of those LBWs and bowls, and we've already seen one in the second delivery of this match. That's a lovely stroke. It's in the gap. She hasn't timed it to perfection, but then again, this is a good little start, and this should give her a lot of confidence. So an eventful first over of this game comes to the end. It's one gone, 5 for 1. It's a perfect start here for Team Yorkshire. They've picked up an important wicket, and this is what was required early on. So the decision to win the toss and bowl first so far has paid dividends in their favour. Saville, she hasn't faced a ball yet, will be eager to come on strike. On the other end, Tranneman, she's looked quite confident in the middle. Lovely delivery. That ball whooped in sharply in the air. That's good to see that they're getting that ball to really jag around, move with the new ball. And to talk more on this game, I've been joined by my co-com, Asghar Khan, for the first time. Welcome, Asghar.
Thank you so much. Very good morning to our viewers around the world. And this is absolutely stunning. to be here for this contest.
Yeah, that's going to be a wide. It was too short and trying to bowl a little quick, just losing the shape. I really liked the approach in the first over. Beth Langston, that length was spot on, and that's where as a batter you have to be so careful not to go across the line. And the second delivery, that was literally an unplayable one. Beautifully bowled. Once again, that in-swinging delivery is causing a few troubles to the batters.
Yeah, they got to look to get forward here. She's got to convince herself to be getting onto that front foot, and they have to adjust to the bounce coming all the way from Australia to these low and slow conditions.
Yeah, you need to give yourself a bit of time. Still got plenty of overs. You're just in the second over, so you do have time to apply yourself. That's a quick single, and I think a cleaner pickup, and the story would have been different.
You talk about length, and so far, absolutely wonderful lengths. Really going full and asking all the right questions. They already got a wicket as well.
Alicia Pollard she's certainly getting that ball to hoop in towards the right-handers, and she's got no slip at the moment, which is quite understandable. Nicely played. It's clipped away through her legs, and she takes an easy single. Now, this is what is important for both the batters in the center. They'll have to really stay in the center and just adapt to this surface, which is obviously new one for them. It will take some time, but once you get your eye in the middle, I think as the day progresses, it's going to get slightly easier, Asghar Khan.
Absolutely. With the sun baking down, I think it's going to get a lot quicker. The perfect time to bat.
Lovely ball once again. She's got a shot mid-wicket as well, and this is a very good field setup. It's a tight field setup, and they're not really allowing them to take those easy single, and that's good to see, applying that extra bit of pressure early on.
Especially in these conditions. Short mid-wicket, short cover. They are attacking positions on slow, low wickets with this a little bit of tackiness on the surface.
Beautifully bowled and equally well played. And that's the end of the second over, and a good one by Alicia Pollard. It's 2 gone, 8 for 1. Oh, that's a very good delivery. Slightly short, and that ball not really swinging, holding its line. And that has deceived Trenman. Short delivery, and that ball not really bouncing, holding up into the surface, and not really arriving to Trenman. That's a good comeback delivery, and Trenman, she'll feel a bit confident, slightly short, but not really coming off the middle of the bat. It'll take some time initially to get used to the surface. Hit hard, and was that a chance? That could have been the second wicket easily, not really coming from the middle of the bat. And a life for Trenaman.
Was in the air for a long time. Looking to strike the ball on the up. And great effort. Just gone away from him at the last second.
Yeah, I really love this approach so far. They're having the field set up. They've got a step in place, point, shot cover. Beautifully bowled. She's really weighting her pace in the middle, not getting predictable, and that's good to see. I think Asghar Khan, as I mentioned earlier, it's just going to be a matter of time. Once you get hold up into the service, once you get your eye and apply yourself, give yourself some time in the middle. That's where things will get slightly easier. And also they need to adapt and learn quickly that playing across the line, that's going to be a very risky shot to play.
Yeah, you make a great point. I think it's a perfect opportunity to just play yourself in, weather the storm, get used to the conditions, and then the flow will come. Nicely played down the ground. She's looking good, offering the full face of the bat there.
Yeah, the idea is right. And that is the right approach when you're playing on these kind of surfaces, that you ensure you play with a straighter bat. That was a clear indication that she's got a good balance. She doesn't really fall over. Head is still. Excellent technique. Nonetheless, turned out to be a good over so far. Oh, that's close once again. Very close, and the finger goes up. Another one bites the dust.
Terrific length again. Really pitching the ball up, and she didn't got forward enough. Just caught on the crease. Struck right in front. And Garvey, both her signals that as out. Tasmanian Tigers, they lose their second wicket, 13 for 2.
It's a perfect start here from Team Yorkshire. They've struck twice, and both the wickets have been taken by Beth Langston, and quite similar kind of dismissals. Both of them have been given LBW, and that was, I think, plumb in front. Cut that away nicely. It's going towards the fence. It's going to be a long chase, and this shot is certainly going to give her a lot of confidence.
Absolutely. She waited for a long time on that back foot, and that's the key on playing this surface. Waiting for the ball to come right under her nose, and just played it beautifully through the offside for a boundary.
Yeah, that was a special shot. It was just marginally short, and how quickly he got into a position. Emilia loved to bowl the fourth over. That's edged towards the keeper. And this is a perfect start here for Team Yorkshire.
Yorkshire winning the toss and deciding to bowl first. Great lengths, asking the right questions, pitching the ball up on this surface. A little bit of moisture, not much. There's no real demons in this track, but Tasmania, they need a little bit of time to get settled here.
Nicely played, but I think that's going to be a no ball. So not the best of starts here from Emilia Love. She's overstepped, and that's going to be a free hit.
A perfect opportunity now to take advantage of that free hit. Just overstepping the mark there. Kasha Billa spotted it pretty quickly.
Yeah, and this is going to give Tabata Saville an opportunity to really free her arms and to really swing it hard, try to get a maximum on this delivery. It's a quiet start. They haven't really gotten many runs, and also they've lost two very important wickets too early. And that's all because Beth Langston bowled beautifully. Free hit. Oh, wanted to hit a little too hard. She knows that she's missed out an opportunity. It was there to be hit.
Yeah, just gone across the line a fraction. That was a good delivery there from her, hitting that length and getting away with that free hit.
I think it's that kind of a wicket as a fast bowler, especially in the first 6 overs with the new ball. All you need to do is just ensure you bowl onto the stumps. Your line has to be precise, and that's where we've seen the ball keeping slightly low. And both the occasions, that is what we've witnessed. The batters playing across the line and losing their wickets. Swing and a miss. That's a lovely delivery. Certainly she's got that shape away from Tabata Saville.
A lovely outswinger, perfect length, little bit of movement. And talk about the surface. It's on the slow side. There's fair bit of grass coverage, but pace-wise, it's not the quickest. So you have to really wait for the ball and play it late on this surface. For the bowlers, change of pace becomes very important.
That's a low full toss, played it straight down the ground, gets a single. Yeah, coming back to your point, it's an early morning start. We're just into our first opening game here of Abu Dhabi Women's T20 2025. This is where there will be a bit of moisture in the surface. And the captain of Yorkshire, Lauren Winfield Hill, she did see there is something for the fast bowlers. And I think she's made the right call. We have seen the ball really jagging around, and it is swinging in there and also off the surface. Beautifully bowled. She's just surprised with that fuller delivery. Nicely dug out in the end. It's 4 gone. 19 for 2. Yeah, that was the last delivery. And just that hint of late movement away. But she's done well to close out the over. It's a great start here for Team Yorkshire, getting those 2 wickets. Oh, that's a ram shot. Some improvisation coming in, and she's found the boundary. That's going to be handy 4 runs for her side.
Wonderful improvisation from her, taking the game to the opposition. That's nicely done. Moves across the crease. He's done really well, and a desperate effort in the field as well. Full marks for the commitment.
Yeah, excellent effort in the deep. She did try her level best to stop that, but the ball had enough legs to travel towards the boundary. Nicely bowled once again. Equally well played. This is a good little contest we're witnessing, and I think both the batters in the middle, they just have to be a little patient in the center. As we've discussed early on, and as we've seen a lot of games on this specifically on this wicket, that as the day will progress, the wicket will play nicely and the ball will come onto the bat much better compared to what we're witnessing at the moment.
Absolutely. From our past experience covering games here, it's important that you spend time at the crease. It's going to get easier.
Beautifully bowled. Once again, it's a loud appeal, but this time it's an excellent decision. The ball was doing a bit too much. There was a lot of swing on offer. And this is where Team Yorkshire, they'll be pretty much obliged and very happy to see this ball really doing a fair bit early on.
Yeah, perfect opportunity for them to assess the conditions because they're going to bat second in Tasmania. They've got to aim for that score of 150.
Good delivery once again. Bit of a fumble, and they were about to take a single on a misfield, and they always say never run on a misfield.
That's why they say, because it creates a lot of confusion in the middle. They're talking about that 150 sort of score. They got to aim for that 150, and if they get a good partnership going, someone plays a cameo down the order, they may get 170, which is a good score on this surface.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Maybe a wide? No. She's gotten away with it. So she's got the tendency to really move the ball both ways. A very special and a rare talent to possess. Alicia Pollard, she's doing a fine job so far for her side.
She's done really well, pitching the ball up. She's got the skill set.
That's been worked away towards the point region. Not timed it. No real power behind the shot. Nonetheless, a very good delivery to close out another successful over for Team Yorkshire. It's 5 gone. Tasmanian Tigers, 23 for the loss of 2. Amelia Love to be bowling the last over of the power play. She was absolutely brilliant in her last over, and rightfully so. She's going to continue. She's got a slip in place. That's good to see. Very aggressive captaincy. Shot cover alongside a shot mid in place. That is very good aggressive captaincy coming in from Lauren Winfield Hill. Slightly short, wanted to hit that a little too hard. I think there was an opportunity, and Asghar Khan, what she's doing at the moment, Amelia Love, she's bowling according to her field. She's got a deep cover in place, and also she's taking the ball away. So that's just the basic stuff that she's getting spot on and right at the moment.
She's done really well, bowling a perfect length, like you said. I think it's all about getting the ball in the right areas and complement the field settings sent by her captain.
Going along well at this stage, Yorkshire. Swinging delivery, nicely played with a straighter bat. That's a good stroke along the carpet. Good bit of fielding, but it will not stop them to come back for easy couple of runs in the end.
A nice drive from her, leaning into that drive. It's important. On this surface, you've got to look to get to the pitch of the ball. And coming all the way from Australia, you have to adjust to the bounce and the pace and the lack of pace, I would say, as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Could agree more on that. I think you just need to give yourself time and also let the ball come to you. Play it as late as you can. Just delay your shots selection. Oh, beautifully bowled. That was a leading edge. She wanted to play it towards the mid wicket, just trying to guide it with soft hands, but that late swing undone her in the end.
Yeah, closing the face. Not a great option on this track, especially early on. Now they've spent a little bit of time on this track. It should get easier as the day progresses.
So far, so good. She's doing a decent job. Amelia Love charging in once again. Goes for the ramp shot. This is in the air. And I think she's found the gap rather in for perception. That's a very good shot.
Excellent improvisation again from her, moving across the stumps, and beautifully done. There was no shot fine, and that is raced away for 4.
So some improvisation coming in from Tabata Saville, and that's much more like it. Once again, she wanted to go for that ramp, but just saw that ball was slightly fuller onto the stumps, and in the end decided to play with a straighter bat.
Again, attacking the stumps. That's good bowling. She's got a mid-wicket in it. Those catches. If she just miscues one on the offside or on that area, around that mid-wicket area, it could be a catching opportunity. Another change in the field. square leg comes into play.
Yeah, and I think that is all because Amelia Love, she's got that ability to bring the ball in as well, surprise the batter. Lovely delivery onto the stumps. It's been punched away. A bit of a fumble will allow them to scamper back for easy couple of runs. So that's a good little over coming in for Tasmanian Tigers, and we are done and dusted with the power play. It's 6 gone, 32 for 2. Pretty even Stevens after the power play. After losing those 2 early wickets, now it's Tabata Saville that now she's getting those important quick runs for her side, looking to shift gears alongside her captain Elise Villani. She's just made his way in the centre, hasn't really gotten much of strike. Tossed up delivery, just nudges it towards the deep square leg, gets a single, and I think that's the way to go about, at least till the 13th, 14th over. It is that kind of a surface where we've seen, if you go on to score 140, 150, that becomes a really challenging target to really chase down later on.
Oh, absolutely. They got to be smart and keep working the ball into the gaps and pick up one or loose delivery here and there.
Holly Garton, the right arm wrist spinner, she's got a slip in place, and that is excellent to see. The captain, she's going all out. Rodden Winfield, she realizes that if she can get another wicket or two, that's where she can really apply that extra bit of pressure, especially if you can get the lights off either of these two batters, the captain or Tabata Saville. She's looking quite comfortable. That is well played, beautifully done in the end. And the key to that shot, Asghar Khan, was that she played it so late.
And she picked up the length so early. And secondly, really placing the ball into that gap, delaying that shot, and got the full result. 4 runs. Just about perfect.
Yeah, it is that kind of a surface where you should not really go after the bowlers. Just let the ball come to you. Delay your shots. It's a short delivery, and that is a good effort in the deep, but it was struck with some severe force.
Once again, just dropping it fraction short and onto it in a flash. She picked up the length and again placed it to perfection. Little fumble there in the deep.
Yeah, the last delivery, look at how low that ball kept, but even though she's got such a talent that got into an excellent position, rocked back at the back foot. It wasn't all that loose a delivery, just converting that good delivery into a bad one. That's much better, slightly fuller and slightly quicker as well, and equally well played. So this is a good little comeback here from Tasmanian Tigers.
They got a nice partnership developing, and that's the thing. Spending time in the middle, it does help your confidence, and you get used to the conditions. It's imperative that now she kicks on.
Oh, that was a very risky stroke, but even then, it just shows the way she's playing. She's just having a lot of confidence.
That seems to be her favorite shot at the moment. Against pace and now against spin. Moving across the stumps and quickly backing herself to find the boundary. Terrific stuff. That's the end of 7th over. 45 for 2, Tasmania. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . .
She's raced on to 30 in no time. After losing those 2 early wickets, she's not been bothered, and she's really backed her natural gameplay and looking quite confident in the middle now. Nicely struck once again, inside out. That's a very good stroke. Will get a single, so they've opted to introduce a new bowler. So more spin being introduced. It's going to be Ria Fackrell, another very talented spinner.
She's got to bowl that off stump line and draw them forward. Takes it on the full and goes big and goes all the way. She has struck that one really nicely.
Yeah, the idea was right here by Ria Fackrell. She really wanted to toss the ball up, give a bit of flight, but the problem was it just turned out to be a juicy full toss and taking full advantage, and she has smashed this out of the park. And look at what she's done, 36 in no time. This is a brilliant comeback, and also the 50 comes up.
Great counter punch here. She's really now cutting loose and putting the pressure back on Yorkshire.
Short delivery, it's been pulled away, but they've got protection. I think when you're bowling against Tabata Seville, the margin of error, it becomes so minimal. Anything slightly short, she just gets into excellent positions very, very quickly.
Wonderful footwork from her. Very precise, going forward and back quickly, picking the length early. Hallmark of quality batting.
This is high up in the air. This could be a chance. Oh, she's put it down. This could have been a huge moment in the game. You cannot be dropping the captain, Elise Villani.
She got a little bit of luck here. Trying to go big, sliced it up in the air. She seemed to have it cover.
Nicely played, coming down the track, and she has dumped it down the ground. It has come right off the middle of the bat, and such is the norm of this game. How many times have we seen this happen? A catch being put down on the next delivery? A 4 is what we see.
Very good shot from her. Once again, very, very quick on his feet. This is great counter punch here from Tasmania.
Yeah, it's turning out to be quite an expensive over. Short yet again, pulled away. And surely, she's gotten away with it. Nonetheless, once again, a big over coming in for Tasmanian Tigers. It's 8 gone, 59 for 2. Bit of a scare for the captain, Elise Villani. She gets alive in the last over. Tried to go for a big shot, used her feet, but then not really getting off the middle of the bat, and an easy catch was put down. 14 runs came in the last over. Beautifully bowled. That is an excellent delivery. Still, we're into the 9th over, and still we can see that the ball is doing a fair bit in the air.
Yeah, especially when you pitch the ball really up, it allows the ball to have enough time in the air to just swing late. There's nice breeze blowing as well. Sun is really beating now. That should dry the pitch.
Fuller delivery. That's a beautiful ball once again. So this is where we've seen, it's not the first time. The moment you pitch the ball up to the batter Seville, she gets into those awkward positions. 42 in just 33 deliveries. She's on the verge of getting a half century in the opening game of Abu Dhabi Women's T20 2025. Fuller delivery, beautifully bowled. That's an excellent delivery. She's just keeping things so simple in the middle here, Asghar Khan.
She's bowled really well on this surface. Really adjusting to that perfect length and bowling onto the stumps as well. And Tabata Sewell, she is very strong off the back foot, not allowing him to get onto that back foot, bowling a perfect length.
Bowls it Fuller and watchfully play. Just a good little back foot punch. Takes a single, and this is the right approach. So she's not going all out against all the bowlers. She's really picked the loose deliveries and capitalized on them. And that was a very good ball. And knowing that Alicia Pollard, she's bowling fuller deliveries, she's not taking any unnecessary chances or risks against her.
Absolutely, 100%. You got to respect those good deliveries and be smart enough.
Lovely ball. That's an excellent delivery and equally well played. Elise Villani, I think she's doing a fine job. All she needs to do is play the role of a second fiddle and ensure she gives the majority of the strike to someone who's striking so well in the center.
She has to capitalize on the chance as well. It's really important for her, being captain, to be there in the middle.
Good delivery to close out the ninth over. She's given only one run. Excellent stuff yet again by Alicia Pollard. 9 gone, 60 for 2. So a new bowler has been introduced into the attack. In the 10th over, it's going to be Maddie Ward. We're going to see her for the first time in this innings. Right arm finger spinner. Beautifully bowled. That's a good start. They really desperately need a wicket and need to disengage this partnership, which is looking quite threatening.
Oh, absolutely. They need a wicket. It's a great recovery from Tasmania after losing 2 early wickets. This time she goes reverse, behind square. Beautifully timed. She's not afraid to take chances here.
Well, that's a special shot, and you really need to have a lot of skill to maneuver and to execute these kind of shots to perfection. Look at that. She got into an excellent position once again, and she's really enjoying her outing there in the center. Races on to 47 in no time, and this should go down as one of her valuable knocks when her team was struggling at 2 down. And they didn't have many runs on the board. But she stood tall, and she's certainly doing a fair job for her side. Shot once again, just a nice little punch along the carpet. This is such smart approach. She's really playing a calculated knock in the center at the moment.
Excellent knock. Under pressure. She's really applied herself. Took a little bit of time initially, but she is really cut loose in the last 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, what a perfect opportunity to really get big runs in this opening game, and that's really going to skyrocket her confidence. It's always a good feeling the moment you play your first game on a big stage and you go on to score a 50, and she's on the verge of getting a 50. We're just in the 10th over, so there's a high possibility she might convert this into a big one.
And Tasmanian, they would love to see her convert this into a big one, Wesley, because first game of the tournament, if they get a total of 170, 180, that will put a lot of pressure on Yorkshire.
Oh, that's going to be a huge target if they go on to achieve that. Trying to heave that towards the mid wicket. She gets a single, and she's just 1 run shy to be reaching her half century. And talking about the captain, Elise Villani, she hasn't really gotten much of strike in this innings, and she must be getting a little itchy on the non-striker's end.
She just needs to apply herself. Take time. That's beautifully done through mid-on. Nice wristy flick as well from the skipper. 10 gone. 68 for 2 Tasmania.
Well, we're halfway through in the first innings, and this is a good little partnership being stitched up between the batter Saville and the captain Elise Villani. They were 13 for 2, mind you, at one stage, and now it's 55 runs worth of the partnership. This is going down the leg side, and the bowler not even appealing for that one because she has knocked her over. That is a brilliant delivery, and for a moment I thought it's missed the stumps, but she's gotten an important breakthrough.
And that's a big breakthrough here. Elise Villani trying to work that on the onside onto her pad and then ricochet onto that off stump. So the captain departs. 3 down Tasmania. 3 down for 68. Timely breakthrough here.
So the captain not really catching on to the opportunity where she was dropped early on. No real damage done. She's been knocked over, and it is Amelia Love. She's bowling beautifully at the moment onto the stumps. That's going to be a wide bit of a fumble behind the stumps, will allow them to take a single.
She just strayed onto the pads for the first time in this innings. She's bowled wonderfully well, assessing the conditions, attacking the stumps. Much needed reward for her.
Yeah, absolutely. And the new batter, she's just made his way in the center. It's going to be Naomi Stallenberg. She's walked in a situation where she'll believe that her team is in a better position. Beautifully played, takes a single, and that's it. That's the half century for Tabata Saville. She's gotten a 50 in the opening game of Abu Dhabi Women's T20, and that is going to give her some confidence in the center.
Outstanding knock under pressure. Really, she stood tall under pressure and delivering the goods for Tasmania. But the job is only half done for her. She's got to really kick on and convert this into a big one.
Yeah, she seems to be a three-dimensional player. She's been playing all around the park, toying around with the bowlers. That's been clipped away from her pads, and that's an excellent stroke. Just marginally drifting onto the leg side, and Cash into the opportunity. Opens her account with a lovely boundary.
She worked it off the stumps. That was a pretty straight delivery. I tell you what, if she missed that, that would have been very, very close shout.
Yeah, and that is what Emilia loves. She knows she was on the verge of picking up another wicket, a very risky shot to opt. But nonetheless, she's done well, getting a boundary to open her account. Once again, onto the stumps. Clipped away yet again. They are coming back for the second. Yes, they are. Excellent bit of running. Good coordination amongst the two batters in the center.
She looks pretty strong of her pads. The way she started off this innings. Working the ball neatly. Yes, it's a risky ploy, but if you're good at it, then why not?
Yeah, 100% agree on that. If you've got the class and the skill set to just maneuver the ball from your pads from the stumps, why not? Just like that. Bit of a fumble. Now this is going to be close. Direct hit is required. Oh, wayward throw. A better throw onto the stumps. I think it would have been a close call.
Oh, absolutely. Pushing for that quick single. And importantly, there was no hesitation whatsoever between the two.
Yeah, relaxed dugout at the moment. They're enjoying their outing in the middle. They know that their team are in a much better situation as to what they were early on when they were 13 for 2. Then came Tabata Saville. Played a lovely knock, full toss and hammer towards the deep mid wicket. Excellent stroke, and she is not done yet.
That was a loosener and put away in style. Easy pickings. When you're batting at 50, she's watching the ball closely and putting that one away. 82 for 3 after 11. .82 for 3. Nicely played. Dot ball. Tabata Saville. She's playing a remarkable knock. 54 of 41. She needs a partner from the other end.
Yeah, all Naomi Stallenberg she has to do is just pick up those singles and ensure she gives the majority of the stride to Tabata Saville. You just don't want the momentum to shift that way to Yorkshire. You would want her to really continue with the onslaught, and she's looked to be aggressive, not missing out to any loose deliveries. And this is a great opportunity to really score and convert this 54 into a big one this morning. Shot, she's cut that away. It's going to be a long chase. The fielder is slightly wider, and they've opted to stick with a single.
Her footwork has been outstanding. Quickly getting into positions. She's judged the pace and bounce in this surface so quickly and adapted beautifully. Nice use of the feet. It's in the air and all the way. What a good strike from Naomi.
Well, this one just came out of nowhere and applying pressure on Holly Garten. A fuller delivery, and look at how she's used her feet. Quite fittingly came down the track and through the line she went straight as an arrow. Gets 6 runs. Lovely. This is very, very smart and sensible cricket we are witnessing in the centre. And look at what they have done, Tasmanian Tigers. They have raced on to 91 away just in the 12th over.
Outstanding recovery. And that's the way. That's the Australian way of putting pressure back on the opposition. Very important stage in the game here for Yorkshire. Good use of the feet. Quick single. And it's going to be overthrown now. Another very good over for Tasmania. 12 overs gone. 92 for 3.
Well, we thought that Naomi Stallenberg is going to come in and just play the role of a second fiddle, rather. She's thought otherwise, and she's backing her natural gameplay, and that is to look to play aggressive strokes. And so far, she's found success, goes for a big shot, and that's not the best of efforts in the deep. It was struck with some severe power. It's gone towards the boundary.
And this partnership is beginning to really take the game away from Yorkshire. Tossed up delivery, good use of the feet. It went hard and flat to her, and she didn't quite commit to that fielding effort. Nicely done through the offside. What these two have done, Vesali, they're rotating strike at the same time, picking up one odd boundary every over, putting the pressure really back on Yorkshire.
Yeah, because they're really respecting the good deliveries. They're not really trying to go all out, and ensuring that they keep on rotating strike. And every time there's an opportunity to go big, they have really taken full charge and taken full opportunity. So this is a good little phase we're witnessing from Tasmanian Tigers. And talking about Yorkshire, I think Lauren Winfield Hill, the captain, she'll have to put her thinking cap on and pick up the wicket, especially of Tabata Saville.
Very good use of the feet again. Great effort in the covers. Will just be a single. Yeah. He has to ring in the changes. Let's have a look.
Yeah, once again, use of the feet, but excellent effort. That is brilliant bit of fielding. And these are the little moments which really uplift the mood in the camp. Maddie Ward is doing a fine job. That is very smart. She saw the batter Saville really just trying to shuffle across the stumps, and that is what she did. She just fired it onto her body line and bowled it fuller. Nothing much she could have done on that occasion.
Excellent bit of bowling.
Lovely delivery once again, and good use of the feet yet again. Such a great little phase here for Tasmanian Tigers. Single to close out the 13th over. It's 99 for 3. Ria Fackrell is back into the attack, was slightly expensive in the first spell. The captain decided to give her another go. This has been hammered down the ground. That is a magnificent shot.
She is so quick on her feet. Just outstanding footwork. That's the way you place spin. At the moment she tosses that one up, bang, through the covers for 4.
Excellent use of the feet. She's such a busy player in the center, looking to use her feet, ensuring not to let the bowler settle. Short deliveries, has been punched towards the long on, gets a single. And this has been the hallmark so far, is what we've witnessed in this innings. Asghar Khan, every time she hits a boundary, you don't really see her to just continue with the momentum, try to play those rash shots. She opts to just get off the strike. Very smart approach.
Brilliant. Absolutely great game awareness. The sense of batting, gamesmanship, how to convert. And this start, she's already moved on to 67. Perfect opportunity for her to get 100.
Yeah, why not? Still plenty of overs to go. Oh, that is a juicy full toss, and this might just be called as a no ball. We have to wait for the signal of the umpire. Yes, it is. So once again, she's turning out to be quite expensive, and that was a loose delivery.
Now a free hit, a perfect opportunity. Let's have a look. Just trying to toss the ball up. And it was way above the waist. Easy call for the umpire.
Yeah, her eyes lit up. She could have hit that anywhere. Another full toss. And she's found the gap yet again. This is excellent stuff. And she's playing a good little cameo for her side, Naomi Stallenberg.
She's looked aggressive. And the ideal partner on the other end for Tabata Seville. That's a wonderful shot. Runs are flowing here for Tasmania. And Yorkshire under pressure.
Well, if you can see and observe, Asghar Khan, I think what they're trying to do is they're not really letting her pitch the ball. And we can see Rhea, she's trying to flight the ball, but the problem is she's trying to flight a bit too much. And that's where the approach of Naomi and Tabata has been so smart. They're coming down the track and converting those into full tosses.
Excellent point. The use of the feet from both these batters. That has gone in the air and all the way for 6. Effortless shot.
Well, that is a brilliant hit once again. And this has been the key to success so far for Tasmanian Tigers. The use of the feet. That ball was going away from her. Still, she's got such a wide range and she has just tonked this out of the park. And she's moved on to 28 in just 12 deliveries. Lovely stuff. This is very, very good batting so far. Very smart batting we're witnessing.
Outstanding batting. Wesley. Use of the feet, then she knows that she's put the bowler under pressure and then rocking onto that back foot and working the ball into the gaps. Special skill to have.
Absolutely. They know that they've already gotten a lot of runs in this over, so not taking any unnecessary chances. That's been hit hard, but can't really find the desired gap. There's no need for any risks as of now in this over because it's turned out to be quite an expensive over. Ria Fackrell not really getting her, beg your pardon, the lines thorough. The line has to be very persistent, and also the problem has been the length. Can't really pitch the ball. It's turned out to be those juicy full tosses, and catching onto the opportunity are both the batters in the middle. Last delivery. Once again, full toss, and she has clubbed this for another maximum.
Terrific use of the feet and taking it on the full and all the way for 6. Tremendous strike from her. Big over for Tasmania. That was another full toss. She dispatched that in style. 14 gone. 125 for 3, Tasmania.
Well, at the start of the innings, we were discussing as to how much is a good target. 140, 150 is what we thought is going to be a good score they're going to get. But I believe from this point of the game, Tasmanian Tigers, they will strongly believe that they've got a great chance to surpass even 160, even 170, because you've got 6 overs in your hands. And also you've got 2 batters who are really in a destructive mood at the moment. They're unstoppable. Tabata Saville, she's just 27 runs shy to be getting her 100 in this opening game. Oh, that's a special shot, but just couldn't find the gap. Now the improvisation coming in.
It's a great opportunity for her to get 100 to her name in the first game of the tournament. That is always very, very special. To get runs, that really sets up for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, quite certainly. And I think it's a very good decision coming in from Lauren Winfield Hill, the captain. She's introduced Beth Langston a bit too early. And the reason is to disengage this partnership. Once again, a low full toss. And surely, she's missed out an opportunity.
Yeah, she's gotten away with that one. Now it's really important this partnership really blossoms. They got 7 wickets in hand to go big in the last 5 odd overs.
Lovely delivery and equally well played. And this is where I think now Naomi Stallenberg will have the privilege and the license to really go big. And on the other end, Tabata Saville, she will really believe she's got a great opportunity. We haven't really seen many hundreds being scored on this very ground here in Abu Dhabi. It's a slow surface. It's a hard wicket. And to get 100 on this wicket, that will be a very, very big achievement. That's what I believe.
Oh, absolutely. Can't take anything away from her. She's been outstanding with this decision making. And on the other end, Naomi Stallenberg, she has really provided the impetus to this innings.
Yeah, clearly she had a plan when she walked out in the middle, and the plan was to go after the bowlers. 31 in no time. Oh, that is a juicy full toss once again. And brilliant bit of fielding in the deep. She's done exceptionally well, because that was traveling with a rate of knots.
Excellent bit of fielding. Making room and then going on the onside. Outstanding work.
Yeah, and the umpire has given that as a no ball. Rightfully so. That was way above the waistline. And to add insult to injury, of course, it's going to be a free hit. Naomi Stallenberg, now she's got a great opportunity to also get a 50 to her name. What a terrific comeback we have seen after being 13 for 2. They're now 132 for 3. That's a good ball right in the block hole. Nothing much she could have done on that occasion. So getting her strike bowler back into the attack hasn't really paid dividends. It's 15 gone, 133 for the loss of 3. So just the last 5 overs remaining, and Tasmanian Tigers, they'll believe they are in a very good position at the moment. 133. Surely they will be eyeing to get somewhere around 180. Goes for the big shot, but she's lost her balance, and in the process she's fallen over.
Yeah, she was looking to access that behind square. Slow through the air here from her. She's got to get his length slightly fuller there.
Tossed up delivery by Holly Garten. That's a good ball. And they're thinking to come back for the second. Yes, they will easily in the end.
Much better length, and leg bias is the signal from the umpire. She got to get his line to that off stump, giving the ball nice air. I think Yorkshire, they need to assess the conditions and bowl a little quicker into the surface.
Oh, that is a magnificent delivery. And this is exactly what you were mentioning, Asghar Khan. They should be looking to bowl a little quicker. That is what she did. And she's gotten a huge wicket in the context of play.
Huge wicket is the right word, because these two were really looking to take the game on. Nice drift away from the batter, easily done behind the stumps by the wicket keeper. Big breakthrough. Tasmania, they lose their fourth wicket. 135 for 4.
Ruth Johnston, the new batter, she's made his way in the center, and she's walked in at a situation where her team is in a commanding position, and that is all because it's Tabata Saville. She's been the one, she's doing the bulk of scoring, has really done a fair bit of damage in the center. Short delivery, she's hit that hard and she's found the gap to perfection. What a way to open her account.
Excellent footwork, but a loose delivery from her, just dropping a little short, and so good off the back foot, and really made sure that she places the ball in the gap.
Yeah, the idea was right here by Holly Garton. She once again wanted to bowl slightly quicker, but the problem was it just pitched a bit too short. And Ruth Johnston taking full advantage. Good tossed up delivery once again. And Ruth, she's just walked in the middle, and Holly Garton, she can really toss up the delivery and entice her to go for a big shot.
Yeah, she can afford to toss that one up to the new batter. Just like that, almost got through.
This has beaten everyone, the batter, the keeper, and add insult to injury. That's gone for 4 byes. So it's turned out to be an excellent over by Holly Garton. She's picked up an important wicket. Look at that, tossed up yet again, has deceived Ruth and slightly just playing across the line, wanted to maneuver it towards the deep mid-wicket. Nonetheless, it's beaten everyone. 16 gone, 143 for 4. Maddie Ward to bowl her third over. She's bowled a decent spell so far. She's bowling to someone who's really seeing the ball so well in the center, and she's on the verge of getting 100 in this opening game.
What an achievement if she gets there, and she has the time to do it. So far, she's hardly put her foot wrong. It's been a flawless innings from her.
Yeah, Asghar Khan, me and you, I think we've done a lot of commentary here in this specific ground, and we've seen on this specific wicket, it's really difficult to even get a half century, but how easy has she made it look like? Tabata Saville, it's a special knock, extraordinary innings, and this should give her and her team a lot of confidence coming into the tournament for the next games.
Oh, absolutely. And foreign conditions as well. And not easy playing overseas and getting accustomed to the conditions. She's done a remarkable job.
Upish and very close to the fielder. And a lucky escape. I think it's just ricocheted off her fingers. And it's traveled towards the boundary.
Looking to cut that hard. Sliced it. And she had that opportunity. Fingertips, but it just flew off that outside edge. 4 runs.
Yeah, maybe the fielder, if she would have come from the circle, the story would have been different. She's coming 5 steps ahead from the 30-yard circle. That's why it hurried on to her. Smashed. That's a fine shot yet again. And Ruth Johnston, she's decided that she'll deal in boundaries.
Absolutely amazing footwork. Look at her. The moment she tossed it up, bang, down the pitch in a flash. One of the hardest shots to play against the off spinner, hitting through cover.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's done it to perfection. Lovely stroke once again, but they've got protection in the deep, so only a single. 150 has come on the mark, 153 for 4. And we're just in the 17th over. That 180 is certainly now not too far.
Especially if the Bata Cell stay in the middle, she can take them to that 190 even. That'll be a great total. Goes reverse. Big shout and the finger raised. Playing across the line, trapped right in front.
Well, she's gotten a huge wicket. That was the wicket they were desperately after. And she will be stranded on 76. She had a great opportunity to really score the 100. But then again, that was a lovely delivery. Tossed up, and she went for the reverse ramp. In the end, has lost her wicket. Nonetheless, this has turned out to be a fabulous knock by Bata Saval, and this should go down as one of the best knocks we will witness in this tournament. 17 gone, 153 for 5. Half the side is down for Tasmanian Tigers, but they'll believe that they are in a very good position. From being 13 for 2, they're now 153 for 5, and in comes the new batter. It's going to be Eva Curtis. Doesn't really have much time in her hands, so she'll want to get into the act straight away. Alicia Pollard to be bowling her last over. She's been spot on. She's bowled beautifully. And this is what she's done so far in this innings, Asghar Khan. She's really bowled according to her field. She's got a packed offside field, and she's just weighting her lengths and also that pace. That has been the hallmark in this innings.
She's been outstanding with his length and variations. And it's a very, very important over because they've made those breakthroughs. Now he's got a new batter to bowl at. He must keep the pressure on for Yorkshire.
Beautifully bowled once again onto the stumps, and equally well played, just guiding it towards long on, gets a single. Eva Curtis, she will definitely have the license and the privilege to go hard. Not many deliveries remaining, just the 16 more. And definitely she's been sent out with a purpose, and that is to go long and high.
Oh, absolutely. Got 5 wickets in hand. They'll be eyeing that 180, 190 mark. Gives herself a little bit of room through the offside for a single. She couldn't really place that either 5 yards, either of that fielder. That would have been a boundary.
Yeah, quite certainly. And I think Yorkshire, they should believe that they can now restrict them below 180, because we saw when Tabata Saville and Naomi Stallenberg, when they were in the centre, that's what we thought they're going to go on to get a massive total in the end. But since their departure, things have certainly slowed down, and this is what you want. You need to pick up wickets at regular intervals.
Yeah, the best form of defence is to pick up wickets. That's what exactly Yorkshire managed to do.
Lovely ball once again, and nicely played. She's waited for the delivery and played it late, bisecting between the two fielders. Will get her a couple of runs.
That was another very good delivery. Change of pace there, but credit to her. She really waited for that one. Placed it nicely. Big last ball coming up.
Yeah, it's turned out to be a fantastic spell so far. Charging in for the last time. Beautifully ball. That is an excellent delivery. Will give only a single to close out. A brilliant spell by Alicia Pollard. She's given only 14 in a span of 4 overs. It's 18 gone. 159 for 5. Just the last 2 overs remaining, and how many more can they accumulate from here onwards? Beautiful ball, tossed up delivery, and takes a single. Curtis and Johnston, they will look to score and capitalize on each and every delivery. They will look to go for the boundaries and maximums and try to reach that 180, which is still quite possible.
Absolutely. And it would be a very good score. First day of the tournament on a slowish wicket.
Tossed up, tries to cut it, but she's found the fielder. Dot delivery at this stage of the game is absolute gold dust.
It's an excellent period of play here for Yorkshire. They've pulled things back in the last few overs. And obviously picking up those wickets has really helped them.
Yeah, I really love the variations at the moment by Maddie Ward. This is a good delivery, and it's been given. That is lovely bowling in the centre. Tossed up delivery. I was struck right onto the line of the stumps.
Deceived in the flight. Opting to play that reverse quite straight. Easy to see in for Gavi Botha. And another one goes 160 for 6 Tasmania.
A timely wicket coming in for Yorkshire. And all of a sudden, the run flow has been stopped, and that is all because they've been picking up wickets at regular intervals. Lovely ball yet again, tossing it up and really enticing the new batter. She's just made his way in the center. Lauren Smith doesn't have any time whatsoever in her hands. She'll have to get into the act straight away.
Two new batters in the middle, perfect for Yorkshire. Another dot ball. Wonderful stuff.
Yeah, this is brilliant bowling to say the least in the penultimate over. She's given only the 1 run. Shows how well she's done in this over. Yet again, good delivery. Trying to hit that a little too hard. Gets a single and she will retain strike in the next over. Nonetheless, another excellent spell coming in from Maddie Ward. Gives only 27 and has picked up 2 important wickets. 161 for 6 after 19. Another bowler who's find a lot of success, and that too very early in this innings. There was Beth Langston. She picked up 2 important wickets and really put a dent on the batting order, and now she is going to be bowling the last over of this innings. This is a good little comeback, Asghar Khan, after it looked like they were on the verge of scoring somewhere around 180, even 190. The bowlers have pulled things back nicely in the end.
That's what wickets does. And Yorkshire, they've managed to get those quick wickets just about perfect.
Beautifully bowled, hit hard, but a bit of a fumble will allow them to take a singles. This is something which Yorkshire, they're not really going to mind. The boundaries at the maximum. This is something which they have to ensure they stop. But it's not going to be all that easy because Curtis and Smith, they've just made their way in the center. So it's that kind of a wicket where you really need to give yourself a bit of time. Can't really just straight away get into the act. Tries to hit that a little too hard along the carpet. Another dot delivery. This is a brilliant comeback here from Team Yorkshire.
Absolutely, this has been an outstanding spell from her. Really pick of the bowlers for Yorkshire. 2 for 19 and bowling those dot balls in the last over. Use of the feet, struck hard, but he got a hand to it and just a single.
Well, let me tell you, she has struck this really hard. She's literally belted, and Beth Langston, she can see the funny side of it because she knew that wasn't an easy chance. They do stick at times, but unlucky it didn't on that occasion. Nonetheless, what a terrific over witnessing. Just would want to finish strong here, Beth Langston. This is high up in the air. Is this a chance? Very close to the inner fielder towards the mid-off, and they will get another couple of runs. In fact, they're looking for the third. No. Rightfully so, denied by her partner.
Just enough from her to clear that mid-off fielder. Couple of useful runs. I reckon Wesley, from a situation where they were Tasmania early on losing 2 wickets, 2 for 13, I think they'll be satisfied. They have a sort of total they can really fight hard on.
She's knocked her over. That's a brilliant delivery to close out this innings, or do we have one more delivery? That was a fantastic ball. Yes, that's it. Lovely ball. Look at that. Perfect line, perfect length. And she's disturbed the furniture.
This has been a brilliant spell from her. Top of off stump. Absolutely immaculate length and great results. Yorkshire, they'll feel they go into the break with momentum. 165 for 7 after 20 overs. Tasmania, we got a game on our hands.
Yeah, if we have to sum up this innings, we could sum this up in three phases. It was first Yorkshire, off to a brilliant start where they picked up those two important wickets early. But then two batters, they came in and they had different plans altogether. It was Tabata Saville alongside Naomi Stallenberg. Those were the two batters. They really gave a lot of resistance to this innings and gave some impetus. And in the end, they have scored a respectable target. That's the batting card in the first innings. Emma Mannix gives a Soy departure, went for naught, and it was Rachel Treneman. These are the two batters who fell early, but then two batters stood tall. First, Tabata Saville, 78 in just 56 deliveries, and alongside Naomi Stallenberg, 34 in just 20. Ruth Johnson playing a good little handy knock. And in the end, they've somehow managed to score 165, which is quite a respectable total, batting first here in the Tolerance Oval. A total of 6 bowlers have been utilized, and you can see that it has been quite an impressive display. Talking about Beth Langston, 3 wickets to her name. This is a phenomenal spell she's bowled. Look at what Alicia Pollard she's done. She's given only 14. Unlucky she hasn't picked up a wicket. But Amelia, Holly and Maddie, all of these other 3 bowlers, they've done a fine job. Rhea Frackle, a bit expensive, but it's the first game. She will be coming back strong in the next game, and 15 extras is what they've given. That is one area of concern which needs a bit of improvement. Right then, we're done and dusted with the first innings, and Yorkshire, when they come out to bat, they will be requiring 166 in the lot of 20 overs, and this should be a fascinating run chase. We're just going to dive into short break, and once we are back, we will be all set for the run chase. Stay tuned. Welcome back, viewers. The run chase is on. Tasmanian Tigers, they'll believe that they've done exceptionally well after being 13 for 2. Those couple of partnership between Elise Tabata and Naomi and Tabata, it's really put their team into a much better position as to what they were initially, losing those 2 wickets in a flurry, and then a brilliant innings coming in from Tabata Saville. She was on the verge of getting 100 in the opening game, missed out, and now all the focus on the 2 openers in the middle. Amy Campbell alongside the captain Lauren Winfield Hill. So they've got their work cut out. Slip in place, and this is going to be an exciting run chase. And she's got away with it. I thought for the first instance that's going to be called as a wide. It's going to be Julia Cavanaugh, another very talented left arm speedster. She's got the tendency to really bring the ball in, and this is where as a batter you'll have to be a little careful and maybe take a leaf out of the notebook from the first innings where we saw the batters, they were trying to play across the line, and that's where they lost their wickets early on. Opening the face of the bat, and she's guided it beautifully towards the third man, and this shot is certainly going to give a lot of confidence to the captain Lauren Winfield. She opens her account with a boundary.
Excellent placement. She really deliberately delayed that stroke and found the gap. Wonderful start.
Yeah, you need to ensure you don't lose early wickets. That's one, and get somewhere around 45, even 40. That's a good score. Ensure you don't lose early wickets. That's going to be the key. Oh, that's not the best of delivery. She was trying to bring the ball in, but just shaped away from Laura and also missed the keeper. So 4 more handed ones, or make that 5.
A great start for Yorkshire. Just straight onto the pads. But encouraging sign. She's getting that little bit of swing back.
Yeah, and that has to give her a lot of confidence. Sometimes it's okay that you bowl these wayward deliveries. In the modern era of cricket, at times we've seen the fast bowlers when they bowl, try to bowl a bit too quick, they lose shape. But talking about Julia Cavanaugh, she's a genuine wicket taker, and more often than not, you will see her getting those important breakthroughs. So much is now going to be dependent on Amy Campbell and Laura Winfield. They'll have to ensure they get off to a good start and just give the team a good start and lay the platform early on.
Absolutely, Wesley. They just need to give themselves time in the middle. Get used to the pace of this surface. We saw in the first innings as well. Anybody who can apply herself got a fair chance of scoring runs.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Amy Campbell for the first time. She flicks it away beautifully towards the fine leg region, and this is turning out to be an excellent start for Yorkshire. They raced on to 14, and we're just in the first over.
The ball of full length, but the problem was just on that leg stump line. And Amy Campbell, classy, elegant flick. Didn't try to hit the ball hard. Kept her balance. Beautifully played.
Yeah, good use of the wrist by Amy Campbell. Another talented, stylish left-handed batter. She's got a big responsibility on her shoulder. Try to give a good start to her team. Yeah, that's the perfect length you would want to be bowling with the new ball. Let the batters make a mistake. All you need to do on these kind of surfaces, just ensure you pitch the ball slightly up, and especially when the ball is new, at least for the first 6 or 7 overs, let the ball do the talking.
Absolutely. I think she just needs to pull her back length by a fraction back and hit that 4-meter length. Just about there. Terrific delivery to finish the first over. Nevertheless, Yorkshire off to a bit of a flyer. 14 for none.
So this is a very good start here from Team Yorkshire. They're up and running. Lauren Smith, she's the new bowler, so they've opted to bring spin straight away with the new ball. And this is where I believe the ball is not really going to turn much. It's going to pitch and skid and come a little quicker to these opening batters.
Interesting move here from Tasmania, getting a spinner on straight away. Tossed up, good use of the feet, nicely bowled. He's bowling at a very good pace for this surface. Good start from Lauren Smith.
Yeah, I think there is a fair bit for the spinners, but the challenge is that you need to just pitch the ball in the right areas and also vary your pace and your trajectories. You can't be predictable on these surfaces. Lovely ball. That's a good change of pace. And the captain, Lauren Winfield, she's got all the time in the world to really apply herself in the middle. They're not really chasing a very big target. And also they've gone off to a good start, so they can take the time initially.
Yeah, they can afford to take that time.
Goes for the reverse switch hit. And she's got it from the middle of her blade. And this is where she becomes such a special talent. That's a very difficult shot to execute, and how simple she's made it look like.
Excellent technique in executing that stroke from her. You got to be very bold as well and courageous to play such kind of stroke. Improvisation early on in the piece. It does require a lot of skill. She possessed that skill. Wonderful start.
Beautifully bowled and nicely played coming down the track. I think the highlight so far in this game overall has been the use of the feet. You can see all the batters, every time they come in the middle, they've really been busy at the crease, coming down the track quite fittingly, using their feet to their advantage, and they found a lot of success so far.
You highlighted a very, very key principle of batting well against spin. And so far, all these batters, they've used their feet to a great effect, and it's so refreshing and so pleasing on the eye as well.
So far so good. She's given only the 5 runs, would want to close out the over strong. Short with offered, cut away, but can't really find the desired gap. Nonetheless, this has turned out to be a terrific start for Smith. 2 gone, 19 for no loss. Off to a good start here, Team Yorkshire. And this is what you need in the first 6 overs. Try to accumulate as many runs as you can, and you can afford to be a bit aggressive. Julia to continue. Short. She's been pulled away. And at the moment, she's got a packed leg side field. They've opted to have a deep square leg alongside a deep mid wicket. Now, of course, the field is going to change as a left-handed batter is going to be on strike. Emmy Campbell.
Wonderful start here for Yorkshire. Both these batters looking comfortable. And Tasmania, they need to strike early here. I think she's got to get his length on that perfect off-stump channel. Big 2 full, drilled back at her. Was it a chance?
Yeah, by the looks of it and by the naked eye, it seemed like that was a missed opportunity. It was in the slot, and she's hit that so hard. Yeah, at times they do stick, but fortunately for the batter, that was put down. 24 no loss. We're just into the 3rd over. This is a good start so far by Team Yorkshire. Hardly have we seen them taking any unnecessary risks. So much is going to be dependent on this specific pair. Lauren Winfield Hill, the captain, will have to take the charge and lead her team from the front, and alongside Amy Campbell, another very, very stylish left-handed batter. will look to get a few runs and put her team into a commanding position early in this game, but she has been bowled here. That is a rip-scotter of a delivery by Julia Cavanaugh, and she's picked up an important wicket, and that too of Amy Campbell. It's a big blow. Look at that, pitched in a perfect length, and just that hint of movement, that was enough to beat the bat of Amy Campbell, and she's disturbed the furniture. A timely wicket coming in for Tasmanian Tigers, and they draw first blood. It's Amy Campbell. She'll have to go back after scoring just the 4 runs in 6 deliveries. Yorkshire 20 for 1. Well, after such a good start, Amy Campbell just losing focus and losing patience and has lost her wicket early. Once again, a good delivery right onto the stumps. I really like the length at which she's opting to bowl Julia Cavanaugh. She knows there is something in the surface and there is some assistance for the fast bowler, especially when you look to pitch the ball up. And also, I really like the field setup at the moment. Short cover, point, gully. And the fielders, they're coming 5 to 7 steps ahead from the circle, and that is all to really negate those easy singles on offer. Very aggressive captaincy here by Elise Villani. She's doing a fine job. A timely wicket coming in for Tasmanian Tigers. The new batter, she's just made his way in the center. It's going to be Erin Thomas. Not the best of deliveries, trying to bowl wider. The idea was right. She wanted to just bowl it away from her arc, but losing shape, losing her line, and that's been given as a wide. After such a good start by Team Yorkshire, they don't really have to do anything extraordinary. All they need to do is just play along nicely and play according to the merit of the ball. Nudged away nicely for a single, just like that. After you get a brilliant start, all you need to do is just ensure you keep up the momentum by picking up those singles and doubles and wait for the loose deliveries, which surely will come your way. Nonetheless, this has turned out to be a tremendous over by Julia Cavanaugh. Getting an important breakthrough and disengaging the opening stand. Lovely ball. She's taken the pace off the ball and clearly she's deceived the captain Lauren Winfield. Excellent over, just the 3 runs come in and also picked up an important wicket. 22 for 1 after 3. So just that 1 over for Lauren Smith, and they've opted to introduce Callie Wilson, right arm medium pace bowler. Another very talented medium pacer, will look to swing the ball early on because the ball is still relatively new, but it's just in the 4th over. And also, mind you, Callie Wilson, she's one of those bowlers who can certainly generate a bit of extra pace. Yeah, there is not much on offer. The wicket is on the slower side, but talking about Callie Wilson, she can really surprise the batters with that extra bit of pace which she has on offer. Look at that. Beautifully bowled. This is a brilliant start by Callie.
Perfect length again, and they've picked up a wicket. So Tasmania, they draw first blood, getting rid of Amy Campbell, left-hander. So it's even Stevens here after 3.2 overs. They were off to a bit of a flyer, but things have been pulled back by Tasmania.
That's a good delivery. Good little back foot punch. Direct hit, and things would have been so interesting in the middle.
A quick single on the offside. No hesitation. That's the key. Even if you looking to take on the arm, still you got to have that clear communication. No mix-up. More often than not, you will make it. But a direct hit certainly would have made things tighter.
Yeah, and I think it was a very good call by Thomas and well responded by the captain Laura Winfield. Short delivery. She's pulled it away, but can't really find the desired gap. I think the key in this game, they'll have to ensure they don't lose wickets early on. If they keep the wickets intact, and with the halfway stage after the 10 overs, if they lose just maybe a couple of wickets and they're somewhere around 65, 70, we've seen these targets being chased down easily. As the day progresses, the ball does come onto the bat much better.
Already the surface has improved. Early on, a little bit of moisture, the tackiness has just gone off the surface. That's where the length becomes so important. You've got to get a little fuller.
That's a sharp bumper. And yet again, she's clearly missed out on that one. It was short, it was there to be hit. And she also did get into an excellent position, but just at the last split of the second, couldn't get off the middle of her blade.
Yeah, picked out the man. That fine leg is quite square actually. So, good cricket all round.
Yeah, it's turning out to be quite an economical over so far. Just the 3 is what she's given. And a dot delivery to close out an excellent over by Callie Wilson. Just the 3 is what she's given. Yorkshire 25 for 1 after 4. So more spin being introduced, and she's going to be bowling from the pavilion end. It's going to be Ruth Johnson. She batted beautifully in the first innings, got those important runs. Now she's got a job in her hand with the ball. Starts over the wide though. I will look to pick up those early wickets. She's got the tendency to really spin the ball on these kind of surfaces. Tossed up, yeah, there is a bit of purchase of the surface, and that's only when you will try to toss up the deliveries. If you bowl anything quicker, the ball is going to skid on, and at times will tend to keep low. Well, that is a low delivery yet again, and clearly we can see that Erin Thomas, she's missed out an opportunity.
Yeah, that was there to be put away.
Tossed up yet again. She's gone downtown and has hit this straight as an arrow. And this shot is certainly going to give her a lot of confidence.
Positive footwork, getting that stride in. It was tossed up. A little too full there, and perfect shot, hitting through the line, aiming straight. That's the key to that stroke.
Yeah, she's got a back leg side feel at the moment, having a deep square and a deep mid wicket. So it's a very smart shot selection by Erin. This has been pulled away and pulled away with a lot of authority. She gets another boundary. So back-to-back boundaries, and it's turning out to be an expensive over already.
Excellent stuff here. And momentum for Yorkshire with those two boundaries. One of the front foot, then quickly rocking back on her back foot and timing it nicely.
Yeah, talking about rocking at the back foot, how brilliant was Tabata Saville. She was unbelievable in her approach. If she saw anything marginally short, just got herself into those excellent positions so early, and that's where she went on to score those valuable 76 runs for her side. Pulled away, but this time she's found the fielder. Nonetheless, this is turning out to be a good little comeback here by Yorkshire, and so far it's even Stevens. The pendulum just keeps shifting.
Yeah, it's even Stevens rightly said. I have a feeling this is going to be a very close game.
Yeah, quite certainly. When two top sides collide against each other, that is pretty much expected, and so far it just looks like this is really going to go down to the wire. They've done well here. Yorkshire just lost one wicket, and also they've gotten good runs on the board. Tossed up delivery, and that is a big wicket going down. Two shots too many, and it's the captain who will have to go early.
Huge wicket here for Tasmania. They're looking to play that reverse sweep, and that front leg went too far across off stump, exposing the leg stump, and a great strike from Ruth. 36 for 2. That's the end of the captain of Yorkshire departing for 12.
Stair, Callis. She's just made her way in the center. Well, clearly we can see she's generating a lot of pace in the center is Callie Wilson. And this is really asking a few questions to Erin Thomas.
Yeah, wonderful stuff from her. Hitting those perfect areas. Oh, inside half of the bat, past the wicket keeper. A boundary here. Erin Thomas getting that one away, past leg stump. That's short of length, and he tried to drag it on the onside. On another day, that could have crashed onto the stumps, but she survives. 40 for 2 Yorkshire. Again, this time, short ball and played away beautifully. She got onto that one very, very quickly. Dropped it short, and that was flat batted off the front foot as well. So she saw that one very, very early. 44 for 2 Yorkshire. Couple of boundaries, one streaky, one wonderful, crisp pull shot. Again, she's been caught and caught nicely. That was a well struck pull shot. Went straight. It is a wonderful breakthrough. 3 down, Yorkshire and Tasmania. They'll feel they are back in the game, in the driver's seat here. Aaron Thomas looking to play that pull shot again, and this missed. Yorkshire 3 down for 44. Short and leaves it alone. Rebecca, the new batter, leaving that one alone around off stump. Good captaincy here. Having a slip in. This game is nicely poised. 3 down for 44. Very good delivery. Pushed away on the offside. Oh, this is going to be overthrown. No. A dot ball to finish. 6 gone. Yorkshire 44 for 3. Ruth Johnston to continue. Nicely tossed up delivery. I think he just needs to push the ball through a little quicker on this surface. It's a slow surface. Batters, they have so much time to rock back and play off the back foot. So just like that, cut away on the offside. Doesn't get past her at back foot point. So all of a sudden, 2 new batters in the middle for Yorkshire. They need a partnership. Tossed up delivery, driven straight to mid-off. Good period of play here for Tasmania to really apply the pressure. Now he pushes the mid-on fielder back. Little bit of turn, but it's slow turn. And wide is the signal from the umpire. Ruth Johnston. She's done really well picking up a wicket and applying the pressure here. Nicely bowled once again. There's a hesitation, but eventually they get through comfortably. Yorkshire desperately in need of a partnership. Worked away on the onside. Good captaincy. Having the mid-on fielder inside the ring. Really putting a lot of pressure on her and enticing her to go over the top. That's attacking piece of captaincy backed up by brilliant bowling from Ruth Johnston. 7 overs gone. 46 for 3. "46 for 3 after 7 overs. Tasmania, they're really applying the pressure here and having a slip in. Wideish slip. Length needs to improve. That's a very good shot from her. Rebecca Duckworth pouncing on that opportunity. Cut away in style. Dropped it short. She had ample amount of time. That's a great effort in the field though. Just few inches away from her. That's a lot better from Gibson. It's a slow surface, so she has to make a conscious effort to get the ball right up. And cut away on the offside. Doesn't get past the point fielder. That has gone up in the air and a long way as well. Couple of bounces into the fence for 4. Excellent use of the feet. Good cricket all round. Gibson not afraid of tossing the ball up, and excellent response from Callis as well, using his feet and getting that one away. Mini conference here with the skipper. Elise Villani, captain of Tasmania, having a word with Gibson, trying to find a way here to put more pressure on Yorkshire, looking to play that power sweep fine. I think that one just pitched outside leg stump. Lost her balance as well, trying to execute that fine sweep shot. 2 fours of the over so far. Short and cut away. It's going to be a dot ball. 8 gone. Yorkshire 54 for 3. Well, that is another wicket here for Tasmania. Terrific stuff from Smith. That was nicely bowled, opting to play off the back foot, and that one spun a long way. That's another wicket. 4 down for 54, and Yorkshire now struggling. They're going to have to find a partnership. Really struggling here, chasing 166. Pat Langston walks out with Yorkshire in spot of bother. 4 down for 54. Smith getting the ball to turn. That was a very good delivery. That one spun sharply, opting to play off the back foot. Duckworth got his stumps knocked. That's a very good delivery. She's bowling a nice length and getting that ball to curve nicely. Flighty delivery again and quick single. Wonderful period of play here for Tasmania. Really applying the pressure and picking up wickets. It's going to be imperative for these two to really stretch up a partnership for Yorkshire to get back into the game. That required rate is also creeping up towards 10 runs per over. Upish. She's getting the ball to bounce as well because of that overspin imparted on the ball, giving it a nice air and getting it to jump as well off the surface. Going for that sweep shot. We'll have to wait for the umpire signal. Did that brush something on the way through? No, it's just buys. And for very good over from Lawrence Smith. 9 overs gone. 56 for 4 Yorkshire. .56 for 4 Yorkshire, struggling at the moment. Desperately need a partnership of sorts to really get back into this contest. Nicely played, square of the wicket. She looks a strong player of the back foot, the way she plays. Yorkshire dug out the sports staff, watching the proceedings pretty closely. Very good delivery there. Wonderful stuff from Tasmania. Applying the pressure, keeping things really tight. Ava Curtis continuing. Looking to play that ram shot. She's got enough on it to pick up a boundary. Good improvisation from Callis. Moving across the crease. And she got herself into a bit of tangle, but the result is just about perfect. 4 runs. Wonderful skill set to be able to execute that shot. Short and wide and cut away, but she doesn't get past that fielder at back foot point. Ava Curtis, she's got to get the ball further up on this slowish wicket. .60 for 4 Yorkshire. We have seen on this pitch it's a difficult wicket to start off your innings, but once you get in, well, that's a no ball. Just overstep the mark there, Curtis, and it's going to be a free hit. Once you get in on this surface, then you can really take the game to the opposition. It's going to be a no ball and a free hit. Perfect opportunity now to pick up a boundary, to get some momentum into this innings. Curtis to bowl here. Goes for that Yorker. It turned out to be a juicy full toss. Couldn't really latch onto that one. Just a single. So it's been a decent over from her. Boundary and no ball. Still, she's gone just for 7 runs. Pulled away, and she's got enough on it to clear the mid-on fielder. Will only be a single. So at the halfway stage after 10 overs, Yorkshire 64 for 4. Back after the drinks break. Oh, she's getting the ball to really kick off the surface, but nicely adjusted from Callis, allowing the ball to spin and then playing it late past the keeper. Nicely done. Such a fast outfield. That's 4 runs. Perfect start to the over here for Yorkshire. They got to make sure now that they just work the ball into the gaps, turn this over into something like 9-10 runs, get some momentum into the innings. Crucial stage of the game for Yorkshire. Again, opting to play that cut shot, and that will be another boundary. The wicketkeeper will be slightly disappointed because it was a finer edge, but can't really call it a chance. Really, a desperate effort there in the field as well. 8 runs of the first 2 deliveries. 72 for 4. Callis moving on to 23. She's spent enough time at the crease now. It's really important that she converts this start into something substantial. Good use of the feet. Straight to mid-wicket. The fielding really sharp. Smith tossing the ball up, inviting the drive. Clipped away on the onside. Looking for the second, and in fact they made it comfortably. Good running between the wickets. So 10 runs of the first 4 deliveries. Callis getting on the act here. Again plays it late. This time they got the fielder quite fine after a couple of boundaries. That vacant area before. .75 for 4. Last ball. Excellent delivery from Lawrence Smith. Slowing it down. 75 for 4 after 11. .75 for 4 after 11 overs. Again, she looks to play that cut shot outside half of the bat. Races down for a boundary. Perfect start again for Yorkshire in this over as well. So runs beginning to flow here. That was a good delivery from her. Getting a little bit of spin, but still on the shorter side. Gibson. She's got to draw her forward. Shout. May have just pitched outside leg stump. Gibson. He's giving the ball real rip. They're looking relaxed. Oh, that is quite a strange shot. She was in two minds. Eventually picks up a single. Good little period of play here for Yorkshire. Got some momentum, but that required rate is still over 10 runs. Got to drag this partnership for another 3 or 4 overs and have wickets in hand. Tasmanian dugout pretty relaxed at the moment. They are in control, but this is a little partnership developing. Good use of the feet. Tremendous shot from Beth Langston onto that front foot early. Excellent use of the feet. Getting to the pitch of the ball. Not an easy stroke to execute, but she did it with utmost ease. It's interesting that she's got Madoff up in the ring. Again, he cuts, but he doesn't beat that point fielder. Again, 9 runs of this over. Gibson She's got to get her length slightly up for the slow surface. Just like that. Nicely worked away. Wristy flick through mid-on. Good over for Yorkshire. 12 gone. 85 for 4. $85 for 4 after 12 overs. Very important stage of the game. Julia back into the attack. Picked up a wicket of Amy Campbell early on. She starts off round the wicket with a wide delivery. Obviously coming round the wicket, left arm, round the wicket angle. She's looking to bring the ball back on the angle in. That one just kept on going with that angle she's trying to create. She's got to get it on that fifth stump channel. Protection on the leg side. Deep square leg, deep mid wicket, short mid wicket and long on. Nicely played through the offside. Good little partnership developing here for Yorkshire. Cals, she looked in pretty good form so far. .31 for her. She's got to match the innings of that's another good delivery. She got to match that innings of Tabatas early on. Played for Tasmania. That was an important knock of 76 from her. We've seen batters on this track. Once you get in, then it becomes a lot easier to score freely. Onto the legs and nicely clipped behind square for another single. They got to stay busy at the crease now. 88 for 4. Whipped away on the onside. And just over. Mid wicket. Goes all the way. She just flicked that one in the air. Effortless timing. It was the off cutter. Slow ball. Beautiful time. Effortless. She didn't try to hit that one hard at all. Brilliant stroke. Under pressure as well. Just to break the shackles. And now clever. Little dab on the offside. And a great effort as well. Certainly saved 2 runs there. So this partnership is allowing Yorkshire to get back into the game. Played it late, really. She watched it so closely. Have a look at the commitment in the field as well. Terrific. Dive and a stop. Every single run mattered a great deal. Short ball. It was that slow bumper into the surface. will just be a single. 13 overs gone. 97 for 4 Yorkshire. Tossed up delivery. Excellent stop in the follow through as well. Gibson, Tasmania, they'll be looking to make a breakthrough here because this partnership is beginning to really threaten here. Good flow the last couple of overs with the bat. Perfect start here from Gibson. 2 dot balls at this stage of the game. Every dot ball will create pressure, and it's a win-win situation for you as a fielding side. She's gone over the top. Beautifully done, and all the way for 6. Absolute magnificent footwork once again. This has been the feature of her innings so far. Quick to get to the pitch of the ball. Excellent timing. Mid-off was up in the ring. It doesn't matter. She goes all the way for 6. Now, little lap around the corner. How well she's timed that. Magnificent shot. Clearly, this partnership has really put the pressure back on Tasmania. Nothing wrong with the delivery, just pure class. Getting a foot outside the line of off stump end. Playing a fine paddle. Cut away, straight to back foot point. $107 for 4. Nicely done again. That's outstanding timing. Lovely little dab past the keeper for 4. So runs are beginning to flow here for Yorkshire. 111 for 4 after 14. Langston and Callis in the middle. Wonderful partnership. Straight away on the offside. Good work there. Another couple of runs. This partnership has really put Yorkshire back in frame. And this game is well and truly on here. It should be a ripper of a game. The stage is set. Excellent use of the feet. Good work in the covers. Good cricket all round. Lauren Smith tossing the ball up. She's bowling a wonderful line. Really coming from that off stump, inviting that cover drive. She'll be hoping that she gets that turn back right through the gate. Positive footwork and a quick single. $52 more required. Much relaxed Yorkshire dugout. The chase is really on here. Nicely done through the offside. Tasmania direct hit, and that ricochet will allow them another single. So little things just in the field like that, and goes to show that they are feeling a little bit of pressure at this stage. This game could go either way. Tasmania, they need a wicket here. Nicely cut away on the offside, and another little fumble. They really need to lift their game here in the field, Tasmania. That required rate is dropped under 10 runs per over. 117 for 4. Goes across the line asking for the question. I don't think so there was any bat involved. A dot ball to finish. 15 gone, 117 for 4.
Right, there's just the last 5 overs remaining, and 49 is what is required. This match is nicely hanging in the balance. It's gonna be an important breakthrough coming in for Tasmanian Tigers, and this was the wicket they were desperately after. And the partnership has been disengaged. It is Callie Wilson getting her side, and an important breakthrough. That ball never really arrived, and also it kept so low, and that is really undone the batter. So losing a wicket at a very unopportune time, and the celebration says it all. She knows the value of this wicket. So just when things were looking quite bright at the moment for Team Yorkshire, it's Callie Wilson getting an important breakthrough for his side. It's 117 for the loss of 5. Beth Langston getting out at a very wrong time, just when she had to stay with her partner at the other end, Stair Callis, who's playing a very sensible knock so far. 63 runs worth was the partnership between Beth and Stair, has put their team into a better position as to what they were early on. And in comes the new batter, Ward. Straight away gets it off the middle of the bat, shy the stumps. Good pick up and throw. So once again, they need to stitch up a partnership. Maddie Ward, she bowled well in the first innings. Now she's got a big responsibility with the bat. The job is not done. There you go. The next game, UAE cricket team, they're out there watching this game closely. That's a magnificent shot. You really need to have a lot of skill to execute these kind of shots, and she's just made it look so simple. Need to have such good eyes, and she's done it to perfection, getting 4 more important runs. They were 54 for 4 at one stage, Yorkshire, and then these two batters, Stair Callis and Beth Langston, providing the impetus, and they have put their team rather into a commanding position. 45 required. It just seems like it's going down to that last delivery of this match. Short ball. The umpire having a look at each other. It's going to be given as a wide. Each and every single run is going to be so crucial from this stage of the game. And I think it was the right move. Let's have a close look once again. Yeah, I think it was a fair call. It was way above the headline. So you had to bring your premier bowler, Callie Wilson, because you needed a partnership, and straight away she's produced an important wicket. So over to Maddie Ward and Stair Callis, beautifully bowled, coming across and coming with an angle around the wicket, not letting the batter to free her arms. Yeah, a few tense faces out there in the dugout because they were in a commanding position early on where they got 4 early wickets, 54 for 4 at one stage, and then all of a sudden Callis playing a lovely knock alongside her partner Beth Langston. Good couple of dot deliveries coming in from Callie Wilson. Each and every dot is going to put some pressure on the batters in the middle. The required run rate is almost around 11 runs per over. And on these kind of surfaces, it's not all that easy to chase down targets. 165, it's a good score on these specific wickets where we've seen the ball doesn't really come onto the bat all that nicely. And all of a sudden we saw in this over, the spinners, they were getting a lot of purchase. That's the end of the 16th over. It's 123 for 5. What a phenomenal opening game are we witnessing of Abu Dhabi Women's T20. And this was certainly on the cards when one of the most renowned sides lock horns against each other. Curtis back into the attack, outside edge, and that is a big wicket. Beautifully bowled, just taking the pace off. And she's found the outside edge. Lovely delivery. Ward trying to play it away from her body and finding the outside edge. No mistakes made behind the stumps. And another one goes down. The pendulum just keeps shifting again and again. And once again, the pendulum has shifted in the favor of Tasmanian Tigers because they've gotten 2 important wickets. Ria Fakril, she's come out to bat at a situation where there will be immense pressure on her. Curtis providing the all-important breakthrough, and on the very first ball she's decided to go hard, and that has been literally hammered towards the deeper wicket for an important boundary. Wow, where did this come from? Just the first delivery, and she has banged this towards the deep mid wicket. And this shot is certainly going to give her a lot of confidence. Nobody patrolling towards the deep mid wicket. Now they're opting to make a field change. So they've gotten a deep square leg, a deep fine leg, alongside a deep mid wicket. So the long on is in the circle. And now Curtis can afford to be bowling slightly shorter and invite and entice Rio Fackrell to go yet again towards the mid wicket for a big shot. Yeah, this is exactly what she tried to do. And a good delivery, taking the pace off, trying to bowl slightly fuller as well. This match is nicely hanging in the balance. This could go either way. Yorkshire losing wickets at the wrong time and also at regular intervals. So Tasmanian Tigers, they'll believe that if they can get rid of Stair Callis at this juncture, that's where I believe they will be having an upper hand in this game. And then it's going to be so difficult to chase down. Smashes it hard along the carpet. Only a single. So much is going to be dependent on Eva Curtis. She's already provided an important breakthrough. She's the sixth change bowler, and so far I think she's done a decent job. Maybe they can opt to go with Julia Cavanaugh, strike bowler. Early on, I think that's going to be a wide. Is it? Yes, it is. Each and every run is going to be so vital at this stage, and this is something which Tasmanian Tigers, they can't really afford to give runs in the form of extras. The idea is right. She's bowling according to her field, trying to invite Rio Fackrell to yet again go towards the mid wicket. She does so, but not really getting the timing or the power. Gets a single. I think there will be a lot of pressure on Stair Callis. She's going to hold the key. She's the one who's been doing the bulk of scoring, batting on 36 in just 33 deliveries with 6 beautiful boundaries already on her name. So this is one wicket they will be desperately looking after. Comes down the track. This is high. This is long. And it's out of here, I believe. Maximum. A brilliant stroke and such a courageous and a fearless approach coming in from Callis. Look at this. Comes down the track and that's a fine shot. Gets a lot of elevation. It's a biggie. What an eventful over comes to the end. It's 17 gone, 137 for 6. It's turning out to be such an interesting contest between two champion sides. Curtis, she rather started off the over so well by picking up a wicket, but then just proven out to be a little expensive, considered a boundary, and also that last delivery where she was smashed down the ground. I think it's a good move. She's opted to bring Callie Wilson early into the attack, coming around the wicket. Swing and a miss. This is where I believe it's very good leadership qualities coming in. But the captain, Elise Villani, she's got loads of experience. Of course, she's played a lot of cricket back in Australia, a lot of franchise cricket. Also, of course, has represented her national side. So she knows how to deal in these kind of situations. And reading the game so well, she's not holding back Callie Wilson because she realizes that if there's one big over, that one important over of Callie Wilson, if she holds on to it, is going to go down to the drain. So might as well bring her early and get rid of Stair Callis. And if she can do that, I think they'll have 1 foot ahead and will be having an upper hand. Goes for that ramp shot, and this is going to be 4 byes. They won't mind how they come. These are very, very important ones. And I think we saw Stair Callis, the moment she shuffled across the stumps, this is where she followed Stair Callis. But the problem was, it was a wayward delivery. It was way towards the offside channel. And this is turning out to be a good start. All of a sudden now the runs are coming thick and fast. They need the wicket of Stair Callis. That's what they should be looking after. Smart. Very good batting. She's playing such a calculated innings so far. She knows how much is needed. At one stage it looked like it was Tasmanian Tigers who were in a commanding position. It was a brilliant first phase for them, and then all of a sudden that partnership between Stair Callis and Beth Langston, that has given some impetus to this innings. This is high up in the air once again. It's going towards the boundary. Stair Callis, she's doing the job for her team, and just the 2 more required to get an important 50 for her team. Yeah, bowling a bit too short and the ball slightly holding up into the surface. But Stair Callis, she got herself into a brilliant position, smashing it down the ground. Goes for the ramp once again, trying to be a little innovative, and a bit of a fumble will allow them to take a single to close out the 18th over, and yet again a handy one for Team Yorkshire. So we're going into the last 2 overs, and who has she thrown the ball to? It looks like it's going to be Ruth Johnston. Yes, she has picked up an important wicket early on. This could just go horribly wrong, because giving a spinner in the penultimate over, I'm not too sure with that decision, but let's see what she's got in store. Beautifully tossed up delivery. Each and every dot delivery, I think Asghar Khan is going to put a lot of pressure.
Absolutely. It's a decision which could go either way. Might well entice her to playing that big shot, and a wicket can occur as well. Tossed up delivery. Nicely played on the offside. Just a single. So far, so good.
Yeah, and I think the perspective of a team, Tasmanian Tigers, they wouldn't mind to see the back of Stair Callis. They would want to ensure that it's Rhea Fackrell. She plays out the most of the delivery. She's looking to go big. She's looking to be aggressive. And this is where I believe there is going to be an opportunity coming soon for Tasmanian Tigers. It's just that they need to have the belief in themselves. Match is still not over. It's getting tighter and tighter. Lovely delivery. Oh, should have been stopped. These are the little things which really matter. It could have been a dot delivery, and also Rhea Fackrell would have been on strike.
Yeah, very good effort. Unfortunately, couldn't really hold on to that. She's bowling a nice pace. 151 for 6. 15 more required.
Just the 1 more required for Stair Callis to reach her 50. It's the commentator's curse, I think, which has gotten to her. And this was the wicket they were desperately after. Introducing spin has worked in their favor.
She's played so well up till this point. Perhaps trying to get that one fine. Moved across her stumps too early. And spot on with his direction. Johnston getting an important breakthrough. Tasmania back in the game. 151 for 7. What a breakthrough here for Tasmania. Just when the game was drifting away, Johnston providing that important breakthrough. It was Callis on 49.
Yeah, what a turnaround to this game. They were cruising along at one stage, and all of a sudden now they're losing wickets at wrong time. And in comes Alicia Pollard. She was phenomenal with the ball early on. Now she's got a big responsibility with the bat. Another dot delivery. This is what happens when you lose a wicket. So giving a spinner the penultimate over has certainly worked in their favor. Just the 2 runs, and also she's picked up an important wicket. Goes for the big shot. No timing, no power. They are considering to come back for the second. No, rightfully so. Her partner denying it. This is a tremendous over coming to the end. Ruth Johnston, she's done a fine job for his team. It's 19 gone, 152 for 7. What a game of cricket we're witnessing. The opening game of Abu Dhabi Women's T20, and this was certainly on the cards. An absolute blockbuster, nail-biting finish is what is expected. 14 required, and you need to ensure you get Ria Fackrell on strike. She's a power hitter. She's got the knack of getting those big hits, and 14 is pretty much doable.
They need a big hit to start off the over. Round the wicket. Good start. Will just be a single. That's an excellent start here.
Yeah, they need one boundary early on in this over just to ease the nerves. Alicia Pollard, she's just made her way in the center, and Ria Fackrell, that was a very good start. The moment she came in the middle, the first ball, she just hammered. There you go, they're all on their feet. It's nervous times for both the sides. Yorkshire, they need 13 in the last 5. Goes for the ramp shot. Has she got the connection? No, she hasn't. Dot, or rather just the 1 run, which I believe is not going to be a big problem for Tasmanian Tigers.
The idea was right, but not the execution. He was trying to get it up. The change of pace doing the trick here.
Yeah, we can just sense the tension in the air. Yorkshire at one stage, they were in a commanding position, and they were just cruising along, where it was Ter Callis and Beth Langston providing a much needed partnership for their side, but then losing wicket at very wrong time. Julia Kavanagh charging in once again. Dot delivery now is just getting tougher and tougher. Next ball has to go out of the park.
Brilliant stuff here from Julia. Right on the money. The change of pace. This time she went for the wide Yorker. Spot on.
Yeah, she's such a smart operator. Really, she's got the knack of reading the batter's mind, which is absolutely mind-boggling. And she was the one who got an important breakthrough early on, really setting the tone. And now she's doing a terrific job yet again. This is high. This is long. How far has this gone? Far, far away. Maximum.
This game is not over. What a strike from Pollard. Down the ground. Lovely use of the feet. And she's hit that so far back. Tremendous blow.
Bossing the game is Alicia Pollard. She's not scared to use her feet. She came down the track. This is something which you don't really see batters do against fast bowlers. And talking about Julia Kavanagh, she does have the tendency to really bowl with a lot of heat and pace. But pressure, what pressure, said Alicia Pollard, getting those 6 vital runs for her side. Where does she go now? Last two deliveries, 6 to win. Shot. This is skied up in the air. It's not gone too far. Gone. And it's the captain, Elise Villani. She makes no mistake.
Massive moment in the game. Very good delivery from Julia. Hitting the deck hard. Getting that little bit of extra bounce and went straight to mid-off. Captain makes no mistake. Tasmania, they're almost there. That's the end of Pollard for 8. $160 for 8. We're in for the last ball of the innings. 6 required. Couldn't have asked for a better start to Abu Dhabi Women's T20 2025 here at the Tolerance Oval in Abu Dhabi. What a game turning out to be for our viewers around the world. 6 to win for Yorkshire. Change of pace, and she does the trick here for Tasmania. Julia bowling the last over, and she's done the job here for his side. Tasmania, they go on to win this. A nail biter. What a finish. Tremendous victory for Tasmania. They were 2 for 13 early on, and then able to get up to a decent total. Terrific game of cricket comes to an end. Yorkshire, they had their moments, just couldn't finish it towards the end. Tasmania, they won by 5 runs. Excellent stuff. Under pressure. That's the batting card. Amy Campbell fell early. But what a knock coming in from Callis. 49-34 was from Beth. Langston turn really played well. They had those moments, but unfortunately just lost wickets at the wrong time. 19 extras, something Tasmania will need to work on going forward in this tournament. But right now, they have won this game by 5 runs. Great start to the tournament for Tasmania, and I'm sure Yorkshire will look up and improve their performance. That's the bowling card there. Julia getting the job done, defending 15 in the last over. Went for 38, picked up 2 wickets. Lawrence Smith bowled well, economically well, 1 for 23, 2 wickets there for Callie Wilson, bowled well as well, alongside Ruth Johnston picking up 2 wickets and 1 wicket there for Eva Curtis. A tremendous victory for Tasmanian Tigers. This Abu Dhabi Women's T20 first game of the tournament. That's the match summary. Tasmanian Tigers batting first. Tabata getting that 76, which really laid the foundation for a wonderful score. And 3 wickets there for Lexington, 2 wickets there for Ward, and Garton also picked up a wicket. In reply, Yorkshire 161 for 8, losing this game by 4 runs. Callis was the top scorer. She played really well, 49 of 41. 2 wickets each there for Johnston, Wilson, and Jolie. They were magnificent. Well, that's it for the game number 1. We will dive into a short break and we'll be back with the post-match presentation ceremony with Wes Ali.
Welcome to the post-match presentation of Abu Dhabi Women's T20 2025. It was an exciting opening game where Yorkshire winning the toss, inviting Tasmanian Tigers to bat first, where they went on to score a good target of 165 in the allotted 20 overs. In reply, it was a close finish which went down into that last delivery of the match, and they managed to score 160, falling short by 5 runs. Well, now I would like to request the captain, Elise Villani from Tasmanian Tigers, to please come forward and have a few words with us. Elise, brilliant performance. It was the opening game. Tell us more about how the wicket was behaving.
Yeah, I think the wicket was pretty good. It was maybe a touch slow. I thought their paceys bowled really nicely. Beth Langston with the new ball, she bowled beautifully. And then our batters probably capitalised on their spinners a little bit more. I thought that was well set up by Tabitha Seville, who made a really nice 70-odd, and there was a few contributions in between that as well. And then obviously our bowlers did an excellent job. And I feel like we were probably around par, so it was a good score without it being an exceptional score. Probably looking at the size of the oval, that 175 plus would have been really, really good.
Well, it was a roller coaster of a ride, and the pendulum just kept shifting each time. So where do you think, at what point of the game did you make a comeback?
Oh, I just feel like we sort of had little bowling partnerships out there. I think Lauren Smith bowled really well for her 4 overs. Callie Wilson bowled exceptionally well. And whenever they sort of got away from us, we managed to bring it back with a good over, and then almost like the over after that, we got a wicket and that breakthrough. So getting those, wickets throughout the match, that stems the flow. And we knew that there was a few dangerous batters, obviously with Stur Callis and Beth Langston. There was some big hitting at the end as well. So I feel like our bowlers under pressure were really well composed and really clear on their plans.
Well, you were absolutely phenomenal with your leadership qualities. Congratulations once again, and best of luck for the rest of the games.
Thank you very much.
Well, that was the captain, Elise Villani, sharing her thoughts onto this game. Now it's time to invite the player of the match, and the player of the match goes to Tabitha Seville for her brilliant 76 runs in just 56 deliveries, 11 fours and 2 sixes. Brilliant performance. Tabitha, congratulations. You were absolutely phenomenal. Tell us what was going through your mind when you came on to bat. We saw the other batters, they did struggle. The ball was keeping slightly low, but the moment you batted, it just looked like there was nothing in the wicket.
Yeah, well, I think I just tried to remain as calm as I could at the crease. I knew if I could get it through the field, it was lightning quick and the deck's pretty good. So yeah, I just kind of kept it simple and yeah, hoped for the best pretty much, yeah.
Talk us through more on regards to the conditions and to the surface.
Yeah, it was actually a really good wicket. I think when we first saw it, it was sticky underfoot, so I think we were hoping to bowl, but when they put us into bat, we were like, yeah, we'll accept this challenge. So, but apart from that, it's been so good here, and we've really enjoyed being here in Abu Dhabi.
Well, exceptional performance, Tabitha. Keep up the good work, and best of luck for the next games.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too. Well, that was Tabitha Seville for her magnificent 76 in just 56. We're done and dusted for the post-match presentation, but stay tuned as we've got another exciting game lined up. It's UAE taking on Team Essex, and that is going to be one crackerjack of a contest. Until then, stay tuned.